Oregon. The results of the men's 5,000 meters. Lawi Lalang of Arizona running away with it over Paul Chalimo and Diego Estrada. A pretty good time considering it all by himself. 13:35.19. He's a double winner, 5 and 10. And he talked to Lewis after the victory.
Well, Lawi, you've accomplished so much, another national championship, but you go back to that fateful conversation between James Lee when he invited you to come to the United States. What did that opportunity mean to you to be able to come and do like what we've seen you do?
Actually, it means a lot to me. I didn't expect that I'm gonna be as good as I'm doing right now, because he saw me running, and then he told me you're gonna be good. I was like, is he joking or is he seriously? So I respect him. Actually, he's a good coach. He can see you even when that you cannot be the best athlete, and I really appreciate that.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Now here are the team standings after 17 events. Texas A&M with a 9-point lead over USC, but USC has no more athletes, no more races to run. Oregon 4 more back, so they are out of it. On the women's side, after 18, Kansas has wrapped it up. They have a 19-point lead, and they have a team in this race, but that doesn't matter. But look at how close it is for second, LSU and Oregon. Collegiate record from the Texas Longhorns 9 years ago. And here is Oregon. Now they're just running for pride. Again, the best they can do is maybe a 5th second place finish as a team at the NCAA meet. There's Florida's quartet for this 4x400.
Destiny Gauze, simply a young freshman, no less, and she has gotten certainly a lot of seasoning this year. They will have bookends that are freshmen. Robin Reynolds leading off and Gauze anchoring in the 4x4 for Florida. And Arkansas, Krishuna Williams, a sophomore, will lead off to Sparkle McKnight, to Gwendolyn Flowers, and to Regina George, their outstanding anchor. Oregon with the fastest time this year and in the heats as well will be in lane 4.
When Oregon was at the NCAA Indoor Championships, they came in with only about the 10th best time in the country. They were in the first of 3 heats, the slow heat, if you will. They ended up running the fastest time of the meet, won the 4x400 relay, and won the meet. This time, they are not running to win the national title. This is for pride. They can be the NCAA indoor and outdoor 4x400 relay champions if they win this one. But out in lane 7 for Kansas, that is Denisha Morris, the senior, trying to put the cherry on the sundae for the Lady Jayhawks.
Fastest collegiate time is 3:26.73 at the Penn Relays by Oregon among a collegiate team.
Polo, the freshman from Texas, really taking it out hard for the Lady Longhorns. They have a big, big lead. And this is Brianna Nelson, the junior for Texas.
This is surprising, Dwight. That lead is much bigger than I would have suspected for any team at this juncture with this level of competition. Let's see if that narrows down here.
For Arkansas, that is Sparkle McKnight, and Ebony Utsi for Florida. They should put a dent in this lead to a certain degree.
McKnight usually strong in the last 100 meters. She made a bold move in the backstretch. Let's see if she fades or holds on to second for Arkansas.
Texas still with a significant lead as Brianna Nelson hands off to Danielle Dowie. For Arkansas, it's Gwendolyn Flowers. For Florida, Ugoni Ndu, their 400-meter hurdler. But this is a bit of a surprise out of the Lady Longhorns. Kansas currently in 5th, Oregon in 6th. For Oregon, Laura Raisler, who has been the one to break it open for the Lady Ducks indoors and in the semis on Thursday.
She's got so much of a row to hoe here. She might get by a couple of people on this straightaway, but Oregon is back right now in 6th place. Here comes Raisler trying to chop into that margin that they're behind.
Texas continuing to lead as the anchor, Kendra Chambers, will have a comfortable lead, but not an insurmountable one.
Ashley Spencer was on that leg for Illinois, and she brought them right back up into 4th place.
Regina George on the anchor for Arkansas.
This is going to be a great last race. This is going to be great with George up there this close.
And with Florida, it's Destiny Gauze, the freshman, who does not run like a freshman. Now, we have a race.
Watch this last 200, everybody. This is going to have the crowd going crazy. George is really tough in the last 200.
Phyllis Francis for Oregon now has the Ducks in 5th, but just way too much room to make up. Here comes the move from Regina George, her last race as a Razorback.
It is George powering away. She's going to hold on, I think.
Regina George breaking the hearts of the Texas Longhorns, who are now fading back to 3rd as Texas A&M and Kamaria Brown on the anchor come out of nowhere to get 2nd. Kansas was 6th, so 3 more points for the Jayhawks that they didn't need. Oregon ended up 5th.
3 minutes 27.09 seconds. Each woman averaged about 51.8 seconds. This is the 3rd exchange that you see going on. And watch Regina George, how far back she is. Wow.
Arkansas wins it, surprisingly, with Texas A&M 2nd, Texas 3rd. Oregon ran about what they ran in the semis and got 5th.
Welcome back now, back live again as the 4x4s are wrapping up our national championship here in Eugene. The women of Arkansas won the 4x4. They're excited about that. Regina George, your last race of your career. Take us through that last lap as you were able to bring it home for gold.
I mean, my team routed into me, like 2nd place. I can't disappoint them. We came out here to win. We know we can do it, and to bring me out my senior year and win her senior year to a win, I can't thank anybody but the coaches and my team.
All right, congratulations on this win and a great career, Regina.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Dwight, now time for the men.
All right, Lewis, indeed it is the final event of the meet. And there's a little drama on the men's side. The men's 4x400 collegiate record, NCAA meet record, the LSU Tigers, 8 years ago, 259.59. And the Aggies of Texas A&M have really helped themselves to a little bit of cushion here in the 4x400 relay.
Ricky Babineau will pass off to Aldrich Bailey, the freshman, off to Carlisle Rudette, the junior, and then to Dion Lendor, the great anchor, and just a sophomore here who took 2nd in the 400. Florida, there is their lineup. Gino Hall, their anchor, who ran so brilliantly, 45.02 for 3rd place in the 400, will anchor for them. Dwight, these guys are so fast out there on this lap. They're averaging almost 20 miles an hour for one spin around the track, and they're taking 3.5 to 4 steps per second.
LSU in 3, Texas A&M in 4, then Florida, then Arkansas. Oregon also in this in lane 7.
And out on the outside, TCU, wow, might have actually the lead out here by a step or so. Let's see if he can hold it.
Joshua Washington, the sophomore for the Horned Frogs, out in lane 8, running blind. Here comes Najee Glass, the Florida freshman. And for Arkansas, Neil Brady.
Glass is in the lead right now for Florida. Oh, they bobbled the stick a bit, did Florida. Lost about 2 or 3 steps, but did not drop the baton.
Drew Graham Jr. managing to hang on, the freshman to the sophomore pass.
A&M did drop the baton. They are back in the pack. That is them coming around right now last.
If Arkansas wins this race, they will win them 1 point now that Texas A&M is out of the competition. I'm telling you, anything can happen in this meet, which is why I love it.
How do you really feel about this, Dwight? I'm going to get you a cup of coffee. I feel the same way, of course, by the way. Back to the race. Look at what's going on up front. And Texas A&M, who had the fastest time coming in, has the most ground to make up.
I thought they had dropped it and hadn't picked it up, though, so they'll get 1 point if they finish. providing no violation of any kind. But still, if Arkansas wins it, they will win by 1.
Florida, the Razorbacks in second place, battling it out right off the shoulder of the Gators.
Nothing less than a win for Arkansas will do it, and Florida is formidable. But look at Arkansas right there in the mix. Caleb Cross, their 400-meter hurdler. And for Florida, Dedrick Dukes.
And this is Dukes pulling away. 1 to go here.
And Armon Hall is no slouch in the 400. The freshman, very aggressive. He helped make the pace in that 400.
Look at second and third work almost in unison off each other to slowly try and reel him in.
Florida still leading with about an 11-12 meter lead over Arkansas, then LSU, and then Oregon in 4th. Arkansas is going to come so close, but will not win the title.
Mike Berry from
Oregon doing a great job for the Ducks, but it's way too little too late. Florida wins it, 3:01.35. Arkansas second. They needed to win the overall title.
3:01. That's
and
incredible time.
Last, but that's 1 point in 8th place, provided they did not have a violation. But with Arkansas not winning the race and getting the 10 points, instead of getting 8, A&M still will win the team title. A lot of pride there for the Florida Gators as we're actually checking the scores to make certain that what we're saying is right. Look at the bobble there.
But Florida did not drop the stick, where A&M, you don't see this very often, a 4x4. You really don't see it. The trailing runner who dropped the baton must go and get that. You can't get the lead runner going back to pick up the baton. They did it correctly, did A&M.
Well, A&M didn't get out of the regionals in the sprint relay where they were favored. They dropped the baton here. Florida wins it 3:01.34. Arkansas second, Oregon third. There's a yellow flag in the race. Something new for the NCAA meet. We'll sort it out when we come back to Hayward Field.
All right, thanks very much for the Florida Gators here, victorious in the 4x4. Najee, you had the first exchange. Did you have any idea that Texas A&M had dropped the stick?
Not at all. I was just running my race. Not paying attention to nobody. Coach said, believe in myself, I believe in myself. All I was thinking about is the team.
And Armon, you brought it home. It was an emotional close, I think, to the season and to this meet. What were your thoughts as you went around the track?
Man, I just want to bring y'all home, help my team out for the win. Man, this has been a long year. I just want to thank God and my coaches and my team, man. Without them, I wouldn't be here today.
All right, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Dwight.
All right, Lewis, well, we're getting it sorted out here. Actually, the issue was with Florida and Texas A&M, but let's look at Brigitte Barrett, the Olympic silver medalist in the high jump last summer in London. Her last collegiate meet, her third attempt at 6'4 3/4. And she clears easily after 2 misses. She went for the collegiate record 6'6 3/4, was unsuccessful, but she already has it at 6'6 1/4. She is going to be a threat in the World Championships.
The Florida Gators hoping for big points for the favorite. Omar Craddock got them. And on his 6th attempt, he gets out 55 feet, 6 1/4 inches, and nails down 10 points for the Florida Gators.
A lot of celebration going on. The Kansas Jayhawks won the team title, and now it's time for the All-State recapping the mayhem. And there it is, a tie between Texas A&M and Florida Gators, depending on how this yellow flag that we've seen works itself out. Arkansas, Oregon on the men's side. So we're not absolutely certain, but right now it's a tie between the Aggies and the Gators. That drop baton in that 4x400 is huge. And Kansas Jayhawks, with mostly field event athletes and relays, winning it by 16. And Oregon once again denied. It's tough to host and to win.
Step back.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For Larry Ross and Lewis Johnson, I'm Dwight Stones. So long, everybody, from historic Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon. Can't wait to get back here next year for the 2014 edition of the NCAA Championships. Thanks also to our stats people, Mike Mahan and Rich Benoit, keeping us honest up here. So long, everybody.